Welcome to Ask Irk. Devane SoCal writes, Irk, what are your thoughts on holding a presidential draft instead of an election? Everyone's social security number goes into a hat, a big hat, obviously. The one that gets picked is president for the next 4 years. Can it be much worse than our current system? Thanks for writing, Devane. Yes, it can be much worse than the current system. Are you kidding me? Just anybody selected at random from the populace? I can only assume you haven't met the populace. Even if you put, some very basic parameters in place for eligibility, like no small children, no one currently in prison, no one in a persistent vegetative state, still, no way. I mean, have you never had to ask for help at a Best Buy? You're very, very lucky if you happen to grab an employee who just knows where the external hard drives are. I guarantee you he does not know where Saudi Arabia is. Seriously, next time you're in that or any other big box store, or on the phone with your cable company, or going through airport security, imagine the person you're dealing with has not been asked to carry out a fairly simple and straightforward task for which he or she has been hired and explicitly trained, but instead has been asked to get a handle on the Syrian refugee crisis. No way, man. People are dumb. And that's just talking about people with jobs at a time of high unemployment, so they ought to be on average kind of pre-selected for competence. No way. No way, man. I mean, I get it. It's just your hyperbolic way to say, I'm dissatisfied with our political leaders. And okay, you're entitled to your dissatisfaction. But I'm kind of tired of this fantasy people have that a regular Joe or Jane could, with a little down-home common sense, just waltz right into Washington and get that danged old dysfunctional out-of-touch gang of nincompoops straightened right out. It's a fantasy that is only sustainable if A, you regard politics as like the one and only human endeavor you can't get better at with practice and knowledge and experience, which is pretty weird. B, you are yourself sufficiently out of touch with reality to recognize that people at the elite levels of national government are, in general, reasonably smart. And C, you have very little first-hand experience of your own with regular Joes and Janes, who, I wish this were not so, and it pains me to have to be the one to tell you, but it's true, are, by and large, morons. Thanks for writing, Devane. This has been Ask Irk.